Welcome to On Song International, home of original music. If you like what you hear, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell below. Hey good folks, this is Ken Cunin from On Song International, and today I'm pretty stoked because today we are putting out a video that is a long time in the works, one featuring one Mr. Bob Spring. See photo. Yep, the fellow with the jet black hair and the tattoos. He's a super talent. They're not born very often. In fact, this fellow was born out of the universe's womb, and he was born to do one thing, and that was to be an artist, in this case to be a musician, a songwriter, a band leader, visionary with his ability to cross from one type of music to the next. You see, Bob is a Swiss Italo-American, and I mean this in the best possible way. He's a bit of a mutt, in that he will make you guess. You will not know whether the next video that's going to come out is going to be something that is quiet and lulls you like a Townes Van Zandt song, an acoustic moment. And then in a moment later, he may put together something that's got a little bit of a Jane's Addiction, Velvet Revolver, or Ozzy Osbourne moment. And before you know it, he's linking together with his fantastic band, Bob Spring and the Calling Sirens, to produce something that is ethereal, something that puts you into a universe that you very comfortably can hang out with. And I suppose this video, I got three motives, all right? The first is, if you're a music fan, you gotta check this guy out because it always starts with the audience. And in our case, our community that is growing day by day. Secondly, this is directed to you if you are a songwriter and you're a musician. You study this fella. You look at the structure of his songs. You listen to how he sings. You look at his music with his band Calling Sirens, and you see that there is not one extra moment where there's an extra beat, an extra note that's played when it doesn't need to be. How it all seamlessly comes together, that they can do it not only live, they can do it in the studio. There's no wastage. And lastly, and probably my most important motive here, is very simple. If you're an A&R agent, if you're a record label or a major publisher, perhaps you're a music supervisor or a booking agent, this fella's relatively big in Switzerland, but guess what? He needs to be big the world over. He's done a few tours across America and through Europe, but sometimes we take it upon ourselves. We take the responsibility to take someone that is that talented. And I will go on a limb right now and say there might be a few talented people out there that might be as talented as Bob, but there's not one of them, not in this universe, not at this moment, that is more talented than Bob. So it's our responsibility that you take this talent and you take him from a level to where he's producing music. And Bob will always produce music, whether he is in poverty-stricken or whether he is a multimillionaire. But it's time to make him a household name. He's that good. Because otherwise, if you're part of that community that has the capacity to sign people and promote people, and you don't, in 5 years from now, you're going to be going, bloody hell, I should have listened to Ken, because this man is at his peak right here, right now. So here's the plan for the rest of the video. We're going to cut to a couple different songs of Bob's. I'm going to do a little commentary as they go. Only about a minute or so of each song, but you're going to really dig what you see. You're going to see the versatility of him as a solo artist as well as a band leader. And then afterwards, we'll come back and chat. And what I want to give you something to look forward to is there will be a part 2 video that will celebrate Bob Spring and the Calling Sirens' new record that's coming out. You can check all the links. My partner Keith Blair, he's probably putting up a couple right now, so you can actually check out his back catalog. And the thing about Bob's catalog is it ain't filler, it's all killer. So you check it out. Check out these songs. Be back in a minute. All right, righto. Got a couple songs now. First one, Low and Tired. And this is one of two songs that Bob put out in the space of about a day or two. The first being I'm Coming Home, which is really frenetic. This is laid back, almost like got a little bit of a Beck feel to it. Acoustic, but slightly spacey at the same time. And I think after the frenetic I'm Coming Home, this is the aftermath. This is the coming down. And I think artistically, after you really put in, sometimes you're going to hit the ground hard after. And it's probably not much like the front of a relationship. It's all good in the beginning, but then you got challenges.
It's so many wrongs. I think this life's not always fair.
In terms of video production, once again, he's in his home studio, but still making it really creative visually. Yeah, dig it.
I always felt so damn wired.
Really hooky chorus.
I lose the things that I found. I try to bury them in the ground.
Yeah, real earworm. Second tune. Very cinematic of the music and the film clip. You can imagine this in a movie. Just cruising down the road.
Save your time, save your time.
Bob providing the soundtrack. Yeah, lovely tune.
Stare at me while last time.
Real case again of less is more.
Stare at you, staring at you all last time.
I'm not sure if Bob did the music video himself, but whoever did, hats off. It's lovely. Alright, now just in case you thought that Bob was all about quiet acoustic things, wrong. Here's the rock and roll hat. This would be quite at home on an Ozzy Osbourne record or Velvet Revolver. Jane's Addiction. Awesome pre-chorus. Soaring guitars. And here comes the chorus. Multi-track vocals. You can tell Bob had some energy this day. Just cutting. That's rock and roll, folks. All right, last but not least, this is Bob Spring and the Calling Sirens. This is what I was alluding to before about not an extra note, not an extra beat. Rhythm section just laying it down. If you're in a band, listen to this. This is an example of musicians doing this thing called listening to each other. Lovely tremolo guitar coming in.
The unbeliever is anyone.
Lovely vocal coming in. Yeah, Bob can sing.
Wanna challenge you and bring it to a close.
Cool thing is, it's not even his primary language.
Hold on to your heart.
Looking very Neil Young there. Now we're going to fast forward a bit in the song, and this is about intensity. This is intensity that you don't necessarily need rattling, distorted guitars, but you need sensitivity. You got to understand how to build, and Calling Sirens, they master this. Listen how the intensity starts to build and build. Keyboard player starting to dig in. Drummer really hits it now. Guitars take flight. Bob hitting that Telecaster. Yeah, you can imagine it'd be pretty special being in that room right there and then. Can't wait for their next record. Stay tuned for it. All right, we're back now. See, I wasn't kidding you. That Bob Spring, he's all that, isn't he? Hopefully you're going to take a few moments and you're going to Google him, and you're going to delve into his career, and you're going to delve into his catalog, and it's going to get you fired up for his October release of Bob Spring and the Calling Sirens' new album. And I'm going to put a little bit of the onus on you to, as part of the community. If you're for example, if you get into Twitter, you got to share this link. If you're into Facebook, do the same, because this is a generational talent. And If we can help make Bob Spring become a household name, what it means for you as an artist or a fan, it means that you have the capacity to work together to decide what becomes epically famous and appreciated. And I think appreciated is really important. When Bob Spring came to my attention, I wanted to make sure that he wasn't just another person that gets a little bit of attention. He's already a star, people, okay? He's already well known in Switzerland and parts of Europe. He's already played in America. But the thing is this man should comfortably be able to apply his craft on a daily basis with a roof over his head. And people need to be able to appreciate that there's a star out there and you can help make that star get seen. So I'll put it on you. I know. My shoulders are only so broad, I can only handle so much. So it's on you to get it out there. And you stay tuned for part 2, Bob Spring's new record with Calling Sirens. It's been fun. We'll see you soon. Share the love. Take care. Keep rocking. Keep writing.